How's it going out there, YouTube? W.F.S, your doctor here. And I want to talk to you today about Jonathan Frakes and his email he sent off to J.J. Abrams about directing, if there is one, Star Trek 4. But before we get into the video, if you could please click the like and subscribe button, that would be definitely greatly appreciated. Jonathan Frakes asks J.J. Abrams to let him direct Star Trek 4. Star Trek The Next Generation and Picard star Jonathan Frakes says he approached J.J. Abrams about bringing his directing experience to Star Trek 4. I will definitely take Frakes over Abrams any day of the week because Star Trek is in crash mode. And Frakes and Patrick Stewart seem to think that this next season of Picard may turn things around, but I think Picard is a train wreck that's already happened. And I won't even go into that. I've ranted and raved enough about Picard. But let's get into this article here. In a new interview with TrekMovie.com, the actor best known for his role as Commander William Riker revealed how he approached the producer-director of 2009 Star Trek reboot about helming the sequel. I actually wrote to JJ to say that if you need an experienced guy to take over Star Trek 4, I'm available, Frank said. He said, "You are certainly experienced." Well, he is definitely experienced right there, people. But number one, do we really want another J.J. Abrams film out there? And is Star Trek salvageable? I trust Frakes. But everyone else on these projects that have been going on, I don't trust. Frakes has established a directing success in the franchise with 1996 Star Trek First Contact and 1998 Star Trek Insurrection. First Contact was fantastic. Insurrection felt like it was kind of a ripoff of some of the Next Generation TV show there. Expectations, excuse me, I skipped the part. Frakes damped Trekkies' expectations while speaking highly of other filmmakers who took a stab at the project. "Well, no, that's not going to happen," Frakes said. "But I was fascinated when Quentin Tarantino wanted to direct a Star Trek movie." Yeah, so was I. There was so much hype about that people thought maybe it would be like a Pulp Fiction style Star Trek right there. And I was like, hey, I'm on board for that. And Noah Howell, too. I am a huge Fargo fan. His brain with other characters in our world, excuse me, I'm having a problem here. And what would Tarantino do? Just the idea, it's wild. Yes, Tarantino getting involved would have been fantastic. But apparently that room has been put to bed, and it's a damn shame. But Frakes being out there, I would love to see that. Star Trek 4 has been stuck in development hell since the release of 2016 Star Trek Beyond. Abrams initially announced a sequel in 2016 with Chris Hemsworth reprising his role as George Kirk and S.J. Clarkson, Jessica Jones, set to direct. However, when negotiations with Hemsworth as well as star Chris Pike broke down, the project stalled. In 2019, Hemsworth cited that the film's underwhelming script as a result of his departure. In 2020's Fargo showrunner Noah Howell took over Star Trek 4 with a completely new storyline. By the end of the year, Holloway said studio politics at Paramount further stalled the project. I think when new Paramount Pictures president Emma Watts came in, she took a look at the franchise and wanted to go in a different direction with it. Star Trek is in limbo, people. It really is. When you look at the dark franchises or the dark shows that have been released, with the exception of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which is a brighter image on Star Trek, but Picard and Discovery are so dark, people just... And it's amazing to me how Discovery is still around. With all the talk I hear of how terrible it is, how a show so terrible can continue on is amazing to me. At Paramount Investor Day 22, Abrams announced Star Trek 4 once again with WandaVision director Matt Shakman set to helm. The film was also given a December 2023 release. The cast was caught off guard by Paramount's announcement as they had not agreed to a script at that time. By September, Shakman dropped out in favor of directing Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four reboot, and the studio pulled Star Trek 4 from the 2023 schedule. Frakes will reunite with the Star Trek The Next Generation cast for the third season of Picard. The actor hinted it might not be the last time audiences see Riker in a franchise. Maybe not final, he teased. Okay, so let's be clear about this. There is nothing announced. There's no script. There's no movie. It's just Frakes out there saying, I want to direct Star Trek 4. And Abrams out there, once again, along with Kurtzman, crying, there's going to be another Star Trek movie. I have heard that the investors at Paramount are sick and tired of a losing franchise, which is what Trek has become. Let's face it, Trek used to be good for toys. You don't see them anywhere anymore. Trek used to be good for syndicated DVDs, videos, all over the place. Trek was good for everything, but it has lost so much of its fandom with this constant recycling and bad, dark story. So, I'm going to end my video right here in my rant, but I would like to know, what do you think? Would Frakes be a good idea to bring Star Trek back? Is Star Trek 4 salvageable? Well, give me your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear them. I'm W.F.S, your doctor. And until the next time, my friends, God bless. And by the way, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of us out there in America. And God bless everybody.